Good evening! Hello everyone. So, today I've got a couple of things to do. One of them, of course, is to tidy the bales, like I said. The other one is to spray the field. And then I also have a harvesting contract to do, which I've had to rent the equipment for it. But yeah, it's fine. So first thing I want to get done is to clean the tractor, because it is filthy. And it hasn't been done in quite a while. To be honest, a lot of my equipment is going to need a clean soon. But winter is almost here, so a lot of the equipment won't be being used anymore. So obviously that's a good time to actually clean it all. I'm also aware that this has become my main sort of workhorse tractor. It's the one that I'm using the most. That is just because it's more powerful than this guy, but it's smaller than the Schluter. However, having said that, today the Schluter is going to get a little bit of use because I need to top up the cows with some more TMR. You know, they're not dying, but they definitely need some more food so that I can keep them healthy for as long as possible. Because they have started to breed, so I want to keep them in a healthy condition for as long as possible. Make sure we get as many little calves as we can, because that's going to be where we make all the money, to be honest. We'll start getting milk once they have given birth, and obviously calves means free, what's it called? Free cows. Cows that I don't have to pay for, which is exciting. Because cows are quite expensive. We're also going to have to sell off some of the chickens soon, because we're starting to get a ridiculous number of chickens. So yeah, we will just have to see, I think. Now, I just need to quickly do something, because I had a bit of a chat issue the other day. So what I need to do is just leave the chat open in my phone so I can make sure all is good. So far it looks alright, but yes, when I did the Borgolt DLC video, there was someone talking to me the entire time, and for some reason YouTube did not tell me I had messages. I have absolutely no idea why. It's quite disappointing, to be honest, because it probably seemed like I was being very rude and ignoring the person who was talking to me. But of course it wasn't me, it was actually YouTube doing that. Or Streambot, possibly. Stream Elements, but I don't know why Stream Elements would do that, to be honest. Right, so you, good sir, are probably done for the day. That's probably all the work you're actually going to need to do. So we'll just park you up next to our lovely baler. You're probably wondering as well why I said I've got hay bales to tidy up and why you could see them in the screenshot, given that I haven't made any hay bales. Well, the reason for that is that I did make hay bales. That's the episode which will be released on Friday. We will have some hay bales then being created. The field that I cut last time, which didn't really go very well, that field is the one that the one that I've made hay from, and I've also made hay from the one next to the BGA as well. So, you know, it's all good. Now we're going to drive up to the shop because we do need to get ourselves a bale collector. Now I don't need a bale collector that's enormous. I only need to lease it, We're probably going to need another one when we do the harvest, but at the moment that's the wheat and the barley that we'll be harvesting, and I don't need anything from them just yet. They are still struggling to grow, to be honest. They're still on the first stage of growth. So I'm still hopeful that they will continue growing, but you never know. You never know. Right, give me 1 second. Okay, sorry about that. Now, there is something I think I need to do. Last time I was streaming, I was told the audio volume for the tractors was quite loud, quite quiet. So hopefully that is better. That's what I hope anyway. We are going up to the shop, like I said, but we're taking a different route to normal. This is because I didn't even know this route existed until I saw Daggerwin doing it in his time-lapse series. And yeah, it looks interesting. It's a different way of going. I'm not convinced it's quicker. I actually think it takes a little bit longer, but it's probably 6 of one, half a dozen of the other. However, it's worth just doing it for a bit of a change. I know in the videos you don't see me go to the shop that often because I usually just magically appear there or magically appear back from there with something. That's because it just takes such a long time to drive up there. I try to cut it out of the video as much as possible. But anyway, we're going to get up there and we're going to get ourselves the bale collector. Not sure which one yet. It has to be a square bale collector. Possibly something from the Anderson pack. I do very much enjoy using the Anderson pack equipment, and I don't believe I've actually used it in any of my videos, any of my video series. I think I've just used it in my own sort of offline game that I play. Of course, this is the equipment that we have leased for harvesting later on. But let's have a look. Baling. So we've got this guy, the Arcusin. That's the standard, bog standard one that we've seen 1,000 times. Let's just go to the end. These are round. That is round. That's a cotton round. These are auto balers. So we're not going to be using them because that would be cheating. What else have we got? I am keen on a bale collector rather than doing this manually. So this guy tips backwards, that guy tips down. I think that's going to be better because we're going to have to put them into the shed afterwards anyway. So which one do we want? The Michelins or the Trelleborgs? Let's go with the Michelins. We could buy this, but you know, for 3,000 euros, that's not a bad lease price. Hello, mouse. Right, this is good to know. YouTube is still not showing me the live chat. How are you doing, mouse? Right, I was just trying to work out why YouTube insists on not showing me the videos. Oh, interesting. It connected the hoses for me automatically. Right, let's get back. We will go straight to the field by the BGA. So is there a quicker way of getting there? I do not know. Let's have a quick check. Quick way of getting to the BGA. 9. Or maybe actually. Rather than turning off there, I could go around the field and down. Well, we'll try that. Might be a scenic route, but it's not a route we've done before, so why not? Let's do it. Let's get down there. Oh! Live stream issues. There we go. Yeah. Live stream issues of crashing. Fair to middling, young man. How is your good self? I am very good, thank you, sir. What have you been up to? Anything interesting? I saw a lot of chat in Six Wheeling's stream from last night about coronavirus. Are you struggling with coronavirus as well? Ooh, now, I believe we're turning up here. Yes, we are. Yes, this is a scenic route, definitely. Not a route I've taken before. Excuse me a moment, I just want to adjust my pedals so. There we go. I was sitting in a rather uncomfortable position just to use the pedals, which was a bit stupid. I ended up doing my back in just because I'm trying to drive at the same time. Okay, so yeah, we can cross here, can't we? Yes, we can. Right. So these are the hay bales that I made in episode 8, which is not released yet. Which one do I have to do? Oh, it's just that one. Okay. Yeah. Just had a look around the new Aussie map and crashing a lot on Dirt Rally 2. Okay, nice. What's the new Aussie map? I'd be interested in doing a big Aussie map, just so I can use the Borgold DLC, to be honest. So I tried it yesterday, and it was actually very cool. So yeah, I'd quite like to give it a go on a big map. How is Dirt Rally 2? I never played Dirt Rally 1, to be honest. The only racing game I ever played was Gran Turismo. Oh look, all of your messages have just suddenly appeared in the YouTube chat. As if by magic, YouTube has decided that it's actually time for me to be able to see the messages. Useless. This is why an auto stacker makes things a lot easier. Ningen Farms, okay. Is that on ModHub? Or is that from a different site? We've got 3 down on the field next to the farm as well that need to be collected. But, that's alright, because they're close to the farm. Hold you up. Let's go. Back to the farm. So we did really well. We got 13 bales out of that tiny, tiny field. And I think it had 1 stage of fertiliser applied. Which is why we're going to be spraying that field to put a second application down. And if possible, I would like to spray the field down the bottom as well. But I don't know if it's possible for me to do it. I think it's grown. In fact, it's now showing as harvestable, so no, I won't be able to spray it again. I need to get it mowed again, because it's early autumn. I might be able to get 4 cuts from the same field in 1 year, which would be awesome. It would give me so much TMR, we would have a ridiculous amount of money coming in, to be honest. Dirt Rally 2 is on sale at the moment on Steam. Yeah, I saw you saying to Six about it. Just thought I'd give it a go. But my wheel is set up for FS 800 degrees turn. So someone just told me to turn it down to 300, 400. Ah, that's interesting. I always used to have my steering wheel on FS on 960, so that I could do sort of fine-tuned movements. And then I changed to 360 because I was told it would get rid of the knocking noise that you get from the G29s. And actually, now I play it on 360, I do prefer it. But ETS2 I still do on 720 or 960, whichever one's the highest. Well, there's a level above, I can't remember what the maximum is. It's either 720 I play or on the maximum value. Because on ETS2 I find I need the finer adjustments more than in Farming Simulator actually. The map's on Mod Hub, okay. Just uploading a video, okay, cool. I'll put that on my download list and I can watch it tomorrow when I'm in work. I'm guessing if you're uploading a video on it, you like the map then? I would imagine so. Are you guys going to push back? Oh no, we can only take 14 bales, right, okay. I didn't realise that, I thought I could take 16. That's slightly annoying then. Maybe, in that case, I will just pick the other two up by hand, possibly. Well, not by hand, you know what I mean. Now then, there is something I'm going to do here, which people will say is not realistic and I shouldn't be doing it. However, I disagree. I was talking to Six the other day when he was streaming on Discord during the day, and I watched his live stream from last night for me, early in the morning, and I agree with him 100%. A human being can pick up a bale. I have seen it done. I have in fact done it myself, albeit a long time ago when I was a lot younger and quite probably a lot fitter. But yes, it is completely possible to do. So the fact that I have to turn super strength on to do it, I find is a little bit ridiculous. But if I need to move these bales by hand, I will be using super strength, to be perfectly honest with you. I just don't see why I shouldn't. Right. Let's get those off of there. Luckily, this guy doesn't tip too far, I don't think. Trick, though, is to try and stay straight, and of course... Ah, no! We might have just about done it. Done a few reviews on some maps, just thought I'd look at it. Busy playing Slowback Village and Wilhelmina Forest. I haven't played Slowback Village. I downloaded it, but I still haven't actually got around to playing it. And Wilhelmina Forest, yeah, I heard that was a very good map. It's mainly logging though, I believe. But you can correct me on that probably. So, what we'll do is we'll go feed the chickens actually, because that way I can get my trailer back. So I can then take this down to the bottom. Oh, come on. By the way, as this is a live stream, it's probably easier to actually hear than when I record. Is my steering wheel really, really loud? I always think it is, but I don't know if it actually is. It's one of those things where I can't really tell myself. Oh, look, eggs. pick up the eggs as well. So we're just going to put the... Whoa. I feel like some really weird dip here. Apparently so. I've got a bit of spilt. Whatever it's called there as well. I'm sure I put some eggs inside the building. Did I? No. Okay. Just me going crazy then. Come on, eggs. Over here. Eggs, of course, are worth an absolute fortune in this game for no reason whatsoever. I've honestly never heard of eggs as expensive as they are in here. I do not get it. Okay. Super strength it is. This is not I should be able to drag this really. Come on. There we go. So we can lift it up with another tool. Let's get into that field and we can pick up those 2 bales by hand, like I said. I'm changing Wilhelmina as I go, so it's turning into farming. Factory production map as I go. I've even built a port up north, beach south, and a vineyards on the side of the hill. That's cool. That's yeah, that's really cool. Is that are you modding it to be like that, or is that just sort of? Whoa, I don't know. Yeah, you modding it to be like that, or is that sort of a functionality of the map that you can do that? God, I hate it when I pick up bales like this because I can't see a thing. Oh, god damn it. There we go, right. Strap those guys in, lift it up, and there we go. So that's the first job done. Just in-game, using in-game terraforming. Okay. Second time I've had a go at Wilhelmina after felling 15,000 trees. Wow, I lost all FS19 mods, the lot. Oh, okay. That's not cool. How did you lose all of your mods? How on earth did that happen? Is my question. Did you get like a complete break in the game or something? Right, let's switch off the engine this time, rather than just burning out the engine for no reason. And we can put this bale oops. We can go and stick this into here. Lovely jubbly. There we go. I think I'll even move some of these. Like I said, we need to tidy the bales a little bit. It's not just about picking them up. At the moment they're taking up a hell of a lot of space there for no real reason. So we're just going to put them out of the way a little bit. And as stated, I don't think this is cheating because human beings can pick up bales. It is perfectly normal. But this is now an extremely good stock of hay. This will last us the winter for the cows, and I'm thinking of getting sheep after Christmas, I was going to say, after winter is finished. So it would be good to have some hay in storage for that. Oops. Right. Let's go and put this guy away. Wow. That was a tight turn. Pressed the wrong button and deleted the game because I'm an idiot. I would like to disagree with you, but no, I'm kidding. It happens to the best of us. Many a time have I accidentally deleted a file and then said, "Oh, holy beep." Yeah, a few times at work as well, and I've had to phone IT and ask them to try and find me the backup, which is always embarrassing when you have to explain why you need a backup. And you say, well, it's just because, you know, I pressed delete, and then when it asked me, "Are you sure?" I said, "Yes, I am completely sure. Please delete." You know, it's just one of those things, really. Right, sprayer. We do not need to change the tyres for this, which is perfect. There we go. So we've got another long drive back over to that field, unfortunately. So, Mouse, are you European based, I was going to say? Are you based in Europe, or are you in the US? Because I know a lot of the guys in Six's channel are US based. I don't think there's very many European guys in there. This is a long drive. But after this, I am going to be able to teleport, because I've decided I'm teleporting today. Just to the shop. Just so I can do that contract, to be honest. I wouldn't normally. Manchester-ish. Okay. Manchester-ish it is. I was in Bristol for a long time, but I am South Walian originally, and now I'm in Germany. You know, things change. In fact, these fields have changed, because the last time I drove up here to cut the grass, there were sunflowers on one side and I think a wheat field on the other. Or corn on the right hand side, maybe. That looks more like corn stubble, doesn't it? I don't remember what it was, but it was something. It was definitely something, I can tell you that. Right, we're doing field work, so let's knock the time down. And last time I actually tried fertilising from in the cab, and it didn't go as badly as I thought it was going to. So we'll try it again. We just have to see how this goes. Yeah, it's not a bad place. You know, I was there for a very long time, 10 years in total, and I don't actually like living in cities. I'm a village boy, Grew up with farms all around me and the open air, and I've just crashed. This is, of course, what happens when you try doing it in cab. It gets a little bit more complicated. Yeah, so I'm used to having plenty of outside air and things like that. So going to a big city was a little bit of a culture shock for me, but it wasn't too bad there. I didn't mind it. Now, what do you do as a job, Mouse? If you don't mind my asking. You don't have to say. That is, after all, your personal life. Now, I'm going to try and be a little bit realistic here and not spray fertilizer into the field, into the river, because I don't think you're allowed to do that. In fact, I don't think I'd even be allowed to do this field in fertilizer because of the runoff into that river. I wonder. But yeah, I think in real life it probably wouldn't be allowed, and I definitely wouldn't be allowed to be fertilising the flipping road. That was a terrible turn there. But I am attempting to do it in cab. I am attempting. It's not my forte, doing spraying in cabs. It is a lot easier when you're in third person view, that's for sure. Right. I've done one round in third person, in first person. Let's carry on in third. Because this job will just be a lot quicker if I do it in third. Oh no, I didn't miss much. I think I might have overshot quite a lot of it. Oh no, I missed along the edge. So I managed to hit the road on one bit and then miss the edge on the other bit. Excellent. Really, really useless. Right. Okay, so that's done. I'll just wait for it to fold up. And then we will not bother going back to the farm, actually. I'm going to hop over here now. Look at that. That was the next tractor I went to. Perfect. Right. I'll just read your comment quickly. There's a dry liner, plasterboard walls and ceilings, suspended ceilings. Not worked for a while because of cancer. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, man. I'm glad to hear you're in remission, though. Cancer is not a nice thing. It's a horrible disease. Made even worse by the fact that it doesn't seem to care about age or circumstance. So, I'm glad to hear you're in remission, but sorry you even had that in the first place. I think I should probably have a beacon on, shouldn't I? Yeah. Cannot see a thing out of that window. I'm just kind of hoping here. Oh, I was about to say I'm hoping that I don't meet traffic. Oh wow, that was close. This is close. Whoa. See, I never normally get traffic where I am. The farm is on the back roads. We never have to worry about this. Am I literally like skimming over the top of the car's head as I go past? That's what it looks like to me from in the cab. I really need to get my track IR set up properly so I can try it in game. I've used it I used it in my, what's it called? My Marwell Manor offline game, but never in a live game or in a live stream. It'd be quite cool to watch it, to try and use it in a live stream, I think. Oh my god, I thought this field was close. This field's 60. It's miles away. It feels like forever. If this was a normal video, I would have cut this out. My god. We are coming up to it though. Field 60. So it's a sunflower crop. We're not getting paid much for this, and it was 202 euros taken off for the cost of the leasing. So we're getting even less. But it's something, and it keeps us busy. Because our fields aren't ready to go yet, so why not? Right. Let's get this down, turned on, and away we go. Header is of course tiny, but it looks like we're not actually going to fill up that quickly, which is good. Excuse me one moment. Yeah. So it's a small field. Obviously the usual thing of getting a bit of extra crop from the field. I don't know how that works in seasons. I haven't done a harvesting mission with seasons turned on actually. So I don't know how much extra money we might be able to make from the crop. We'll have to see afterwards. Hopefully there's no issues with the mission system either, because I was having an issue ages ago. Every time I did a mission, it would come back and say that even though I dumped all the crop and given it to them, I had missing crop. It was very odd. But I always ended up with the right amount of money, and I think that was due to the fact that I was using the multiple missions mod, which is great, but if it screws up harvest missions, it's no good at all. I have also seen that there was a mod released, I don't know which day, this week at some point, which allows you to collect straw from the missions, which is cool, because yeah, it's wasted otherwise. I mean, it's straw that I would happily take from the field if they would let me. If they're not using it, then I'll take it. It's an extra bit of money for me, or an extra bit of money from the farmer if they want it. But yeah, I'm yet to try that mod to see how it actually works. Time throw, lymph cancer, stage 4. Ooh, that doesn't sound good, man. Well, yeah, at least you're in remission. That's possibly the only good thing about it, I guess. Hopefully it stays that way. And yes, I am on PC. I don't have a PlayStation, so I don't play on there. And if you look at the specs on my About Me section of my channel, you'll see I spent a little bit too much money on my PC, so if I decided all of a sudden I wasn't going to play on it anymore, I think my in-house accountant might start asking questions. In fact, the specs on my About Me page are not correct. I have bought more stuff for it, but not much, just some extra RAM, because I wanted some more memory, and a liquid cooling system for the CPU. But that was just because it was hot. the CPU was hot, so I had to look after it. I was just trying to be a nice, considerate person, and not, you know, heat the house up with my ridiculously over warm PC. So yeah, this is not going to take too long at all. We're going to need to go and get the trailer soon though, I think. So do you play on PC or PS4 mouse? I have watched your videos. Well, I watched one of them. I can't remember which one it was. In fact, I watched it earlier. I do not remember for the life of me which one it was. But I can never really tell what people are using, because I think that when Six plays on the PC, he uses a PlayStation controller, which, to be honest, I do sometimes as well. So it's sometimes very difficult to know if people are playing on PC or console, because they could be using an Xbox controller or a PC controller, an Xbox controller or PlayStation controller on the PC. I get a bit confused about what people are using. You have the straw mod. I used the Don 1500A harvester. It's old but bales the same time as harvest. I have not heard of that. Is that on Mod Hub as well? Or are you talking about the straw harvest add-on, which I didn't even know was out? I'm in their Discord channel for that one, Creative Mesh. And the last I heard, the straw harvest add-on had been delayed. They said end of first quarter, start of second was their current plan. To be honest, I'm kind of glad we're not having a new game this year, because last time Mercury Farms came out on FS17 just before FS19 came out, so I didn't get a chance to play it. But Alien Jim did a really good job and got it converted into FS19 straight away, basically. So it came out very, very soon after for FS19. Came out just after Marwell Manor, I think. But the Straw Harvest add-on, I was going to buy it, and then I realised that FS19 was coming out, and why would I bother buying an add-on that I was not going to use after maybe 3 or 4 weeks? So I didn't get it, and that would have been the same thing this time round as well, because Creative Mesh are releasing it so late compared to the game. So I'm actually kind of glad that they're not releasing one this year, because it means we're going to get all the DLC. It's going to keep it interesting for a little bit longer, I think. And I'm on PC, just did a vid on Slovak, where the dealer had an open day. Lots of old tractors you will not get on console. Ah, okay. Okay, I'll have to, yeah, I'll go and download that after. That sounds cool. Yeah, I'm quite pleased with the amount of mods we now have available for FS19. It took a while to get a good number, but we do have a good number now, and there's plenty of selection. I have mods that I've downloaded and I've never used in an actual game. Some of them I might have loaded it up once to see if it works, and that's it. So I guess that's a sign that we have too many, or the perfect amount, you might say. The fact that people have more than they need. I really thought this harvest was going to be shorter than this, because I'm going to need to end the live stream soon. And I really, really wanted to have this finished by the end of the live stream. So I'm trying to go as quickly as I can, but yeah, we'll see. Dawn Harvester has attachment on the rear you can put on. Comes with download. It allows you to bale as you go. Also use variable mod. Yeah, I use the variable bale capacity mod on the Irish series. I find it very useful for just reducing the number of bales you carry. Well, I haven't got an enormous trailer on there, but what I can do is I can bale 120,000 litres of straw into, 6 bales. I can fit up that onto my trailer nicely, and it just makes it a lot easier for transporting to the sell point. Because it's not that useful if you're trying to use them for cows or things like that, because it's really going to mess up your TMR mixture. But that's actually why I kept a load of loose straw and loose hay, so I could use it for the horses, which I've now discovered 2 horses use such a little amount of hay and straw. It's crazy. They've gone through like almost nothing. I've got, I think, about 20,000 litres sat in the shed in the Irish series of each. Of each material, about 20,000 litres. And I've got nothing to do with it. Which is why I'm going to be using a little bit more. Which is why I'm going to be using a slightly bigger pen soon. There we go. Right, let's back out of here. Get the pipe out, and let's get over to this tractor. But that's yeah, that's interesting to have. Whoops, wrong one. Interesting to have a. Oh, come on. There we go. That's better. Interesting to have a harvester that will bale at the same time. I like the idea of that. That's a cool idea. Right. Good. You can drive at 43. Cool. I use different coloured wraps in silage for different weights. That's a good idea, actually. But there's only 4 colours of wraps out there, so I guess you only really use 4 different capacities. But then, what more do you need, I guess? I mean, on here, the mixer that I've got is 12,000 litre capacity. So realistically, I only need 4,000 litre wraps, bales. Or 6,000 if I'm not using straw as padding. This is nicer, being able to get over there a lot quicker. How much have we got left of the field to do? We are 46%, right, okay. It's not looking too bad though. It's taking a little bit longer than I had hoped for. But it's not bad. Whoa. Right. Unload. Quickly, hopefully. Nope, not that quickly, apparently. Oh, come on. Come on. This is quite a small harvester, and the header is tiny as well. I know it's realistic for the size of the field, but it would have been nice if I could have used something a bit bigger. Oh, I wonder. I have never tried it. Can you fast farm in a harvester? So I don't know. Maybe not, because it doesn't have a fold option. Damn it. That would have made this quicker. Although, then again, this is realistic series, so maybe doing it that way is not actually a realistic thing to use. Do not use the 1500B. Mine took off across the map. Okay. Okay, that's the other harvester, so I guess that's a different option. What do you mean, took off across the map? Like, just launched itself? Let's get that back. Sorry, car. We're getting to a point here where the middle is thinner than everything else. I'm going to have to end the live stream in about 5 minutes. We are not going to finish by then. That is really annoying. Hey, Six Wheelin'! How's it going, man? How you doing? Glad to have you joining us this evening, good sir. Looked like a hurricane got hold of it. Okay, I will remember that. 1500A, fine. 1500B, oh no. I will keep away from that one then. So, the test here is, can I get this done in between 5 and 10 minutes? I really hope so. I will be very disappointed, to be honest, if I can't. Glad to hear it, Six. How's your day been? Anything interesting? We are just getting this lovely sunflower harvest done. This is a contract because I didn't have much to do on the farm today. My fields are not yet ripe enough to harvest, so I thought, well, may as well harvest someone else's for them. We also picked up some hay bales that I made in an episode that has not actually been released yet. It will be released on Friday. We got those put into the shed. And what else did we do? Sprayed off the grass field. So I wanted to put another layer of fertilizer on the grass field, and that has now been done. So, to be honest, we're doing pretty well today. We've got a lot of jobs done. There's a bit of a mismatch of kind of stuff that we need to do. But it's all things that needed doing. FYI, Jack, corn barley doing well, good. Hay and silage bales complete and now working contracts. Just finished one for 105,000. Wow. What was that? Was that like spraying or cultivating or something? That's a massive amount. Having said that, on the Horsch aggravation map, there is one field on there which is like the same size as my entire farm on here. And I think the harvesting mission for that was 200,000, I think, if I remember correctly. Expect to have cows tomorrow. Cool. Cows are always good. But yeah, you just have to remember that you won't get any milk for a while. That is something that I've been having to come to terms with. The fact that you end up having these cows that are just not doing anything for you. They make some manure and some slurry for you, which you can use later, but you're not getting any milk, so you're not getting any money. Not until they have been fertilised, and then you get some calves. It's a big change from the usual way of having it, where you get a couple of cows and all of a sudden you've got money constantly. Don't get that on seasons, unfortunately. Fertilising a very big field. Okay. Well, that would explain it then. God, how big was that field? Because fertilising contracts usually don't pay that well. I guess because it's an easier job. But yeah, 105,000. So, have you managed to pay off all your loan yet? I watched your video earlier, so I did see. Oh, you know I watched it because I sent you posted a comment on there. No milk, I'll sell them to McDonald's. Ah, okay, so you're going to buy the cows that, what are they? You get cows that breed quickly and give you lots of milk, not milk, what's it called? High weight, I think they call it. Yeah, I think my Salas are like that. I stupidly didn't understand that you don't have to have male and female cows on the farm for them to get pregnant. It's not how it works. They get artificially inseminated. So I bought some male cows as well as females, and of course the males have just been growing and the females didn't require those guys. They are surplus to requirements in that sense, which was a bit of a waste. But I can sell them later on when they're a bit fatter, and I can maybe sell them to McDonald's or Burger King. We'll see whichever one wants them. Maybe in a dog food company. Who knows? Right. We are so close to finishing now. I may be able to get this done before I have to finish. That would be awesome. Loan payment is still way high. Okay. Yeah. Wasn't it on like 1.6 million or something? Which I guess you had to edit the XML file to get such a high loan. Because it's like a 500,000 cap, I thought. Even on seasons, I thought the cap was still 500,000, to be honest. Right, come on then, guys. We are gonna get this done. That is the plan. Get it finished. Sell the sunflowers, or drop them off where they're supposed to be dropped off, technically. And then we will be finished for the day. Have it your way, Burger King it is. I've got to say, I do love a Burger King. I never eat them anymore. And I had one when I was in the UK the other week. I'd forgotten how good they are, you know. I love my, you know, should we call them better burgers from, you know, burger restaurants and places, but sometimes it's nice just to have a Burger King or a McDonald's. You know exactly what you're getting. You know what it's going to taste like. Yeah. Nobody ever says it's fine gourmet dining when you go to Burger King, but it's not bad either. Didn't edit anything. I was just able to keep borrowing. Okay. Yeah, I found before I modified the XML file to put the load in. This was before I had easy development mod, so I was having to mess around setting up the map and getting the load and everything was a bit of a pain. And yeah, I found that because I edited the XML file, I was then all of a sudden able to jack the loan up to like 4 million, 5 million, whatever I wanted, whereas before it had a 500,000 limit. So apparently I broke the game by doing that. Right, he's dumping. We're going to fill up. Then, where do we have to go to sell it? Baiwa. Oh no, where's Baiwa? God, is it going to be miles away? Where is it? I don't see this place. Where the hell does it want me to sell it? Take the product to Baiwa. Where's Baiwa? Tag the place. That is literally the only sell point that's... Are there 2 sell points there? Is that why? Ah, yeah, there are. I'm being really stupid. I didn't even notice that. Right, well that's good, because that's right next to us. So we can go and get this sold quickly. Oh, yeah, like right there. Okay. Well, that's good, because, whoa, let's turn here. Whoa. Yeah, that's good. It was not far to travel at all there. What tip side are you on? Back, good. Tip. Let's get this contract completed. There we go. An extra 3,000 for us as well. And that means I can now turn the equipment. We get 1,000 for the mission, 3,000 for selling the crops. That's an extra 4,000 for us. Easy peasy. Okay, right, now let's just tab back. So I'll just quickly show you what we did today. 6. I have got here 16 hay bales. That's going to keep us going all through the winter because we've got a crazy amount of silage over there and our cows don't actually eat that much. So all is good. I did say I was going to refill the chickens, but I will do that in the next episode. Right, guys. Thank you very much for joining me. It's been a pleasure to share my little adventure today with you. So I will see you again soon. And have a lovely day, evening, night, tomorrow, whatever. Whatever time of day it is for you. See you soon, guys.